Today is National Slam the Scam Day, a day designated by the Social Security Administration to raise awareness of government imposter scams. And the number of reported scams is going up. According to the Office of the Inspector General, Social Security-related imposter scams increased by nearly 17% between the end of 2022 and 2023. Of course, today is also a day to be more aware of scams of all kinds. Juliana O'Rourke from the Better Business Bureau joining us now. Juliana, these days most people are getting scammed over the internet. What are some of the things we should all think about as we spend time online to avoid getting scammed?
Unfortunately, scams online are very prevalent. So we have lots of great tips that we want to encourage people to learn about to make sure they're not getting scammed online. So first and foremost, if anything seems too good to be true, it's because it more than likely is. So trust your gut first and foremost. Also, never give out your personal information, especially if it's somebody you may have just met. You do not want this information leaking to anybody. That's how identity theft happens. Additionally, be very cautious when you're clicking on links and opening emails, especially unsolicited ones that have attachments. You want to be very careful. Those three things tend to come into play in a lot of scams, so we would recommend those tips especially.
Juliana, there are all sorts of ways people can be scammed these days, right? Even when doing some online shopping. So what are some of the ways scammers take advantage of shoppers and how we can sniff them out?
Sure. So you want to make sure that anytime you're shopping online, it's a secure website. So it has that HTTPS. That's going to be critical. Also, whenever you're paying online, make sure you're using a credit card so you have that backing that you could go ahead and dispute that charge with your credit card company should something happen.
Scammers often using the information we post on our social media profiles against us. So what should we do to make sure we're not giving away sensitive information to those that can use it in scams?
Be very careful what you're putting on social media. Like you mentioned, anything you put out there is available for others to see. So if they can see all that information, then they may want to pretend to be your friend or, scam you in a way that is unfortunately going to take advantage and you're going to lose some funds.
Yeah, exactly. Federal officials also say people over 50 years of age are losing the most money from scams online. How can we protect those people in our lives that are potentially less tech savvy?
Continue to make sure you educate them. The older, your older loved ones in your home or in your families, make sure they know what's going on. Tell them about the scams that you're noticing. Tell them about the scams you're hearing about and these tips for sure.
Very good reminders. Thank you, Juliana.
Thank you.